Good morning, folks. It is 3:30 in the morning, and we're having a candlelight rant this morning because nothing is ever going to change in America as long as you run around hollering, "I have constitutional rights." The Constitution serves the purpose of making you forget where your rights come from. The Constitution itself is a conspiracy against the American people, because if you accept or believe that man granted you your rights with a piece of paper, then you have to believe that another group of men have the authority to remove those rights from you from any time of their choosing. The only way anything is ever going to change in this land that is now called America is when you learn to say, "I have natural birthrights endowed to me from a higher source than man." Do you understand that simple fact? Did man give the deer the right to run through the fields and the forest? Did man give the fish the right to swim the rivers and the oceans? Did man grant the birds the right to fly the skies? If you don't believe these creatures' rights came from a man, then why in the hell would you ever believe that man granted you your rights with a piece of paper? Do you understand how ridiculous and foolish it is to believe that a man granted you the rights that you possess? Do you realize how ridiculous that claim is? And when you make that claim, the people who you give authority to, that have no authority, they laugh at you. Maybe not out loud, but they laugh in silence when you say, "I have constitutional rights," because that's showing that you have no sense of where your rights come from. And the motto of the legal system is, "Let those be deceived that shall be deceived." Until you learn that you have endowed rights that no man can grant you and no man can remove from you, then nothing will ever change, because you have subjugated yourself to the authority of men, which they do not have, because you do not have the authority to grant to those men. You have to learn to say, "I have natural birthrights, and you have no legitimate authority over me. I am a free being upon this earth. I am a free being upon this earth that no man has a right to rule. No man has the power to grant me a right, and no man has the power to remove a single birthright I have when I came to this world. And no man could prevent me from entering this world, and no man can prevent me from leaving this world. And I do not need permission from any man to operate in the time that I am upon this earth." Is that so hard to comprehend? Is it really that hard for you to comprehend? Can you not get your mind far enough out of the constitutional box and the deception of this piece of paper that has been cast upon you? How much longer before you claim your natural rights, your individual sovereignty, and your right to self-governance? If you do not claim these things will be removed, and they have been removed, as every natural right you ever possessed, or the original settlers possessed when they came to this land, has now been turned into privileges that can only be purchased from the government. People did not come here because a constitution existed originally. They came to this land because it had no laws, and they knew they had rights in the lands that they were already living in. that the authorities, the authority, did not allow them to exercise. So they came to this lawless land to be free, to exercise their rights, their natural birthrights, endowed by a higher source than man himself. And if there is a higher source than man, then man has no legitimate authority to remove any right that it was granted to you from a higher source. Can you comprehend that? Can you comprehend that? No man has a right to remove a right from you that was granted to you by a higher source than man. Have a good day, folks. As useless as this is, and it becomes more useless every day to try to reach people on this app. But for what it's worth, there's my effort to reach people. Have a wonderful day.